Hey guys, it's Perfect Doc here, perfectly unqualified to give you gaming advice, but here we are with.
Angelo D, the glitch you didn't ask for, but you got it anyway.
So, on today's video, guys, we're going to be taking a tour through Angelo D's garden. He's got the best plants already set out for us so that we can get this grind done as quickly as possible for the fall bloom points, the top plant for the events. And personally, Angelo D and myself have found this to be the most useful plant for grinding any event, and that is the mango tree. Tell us why this is made number one on our list.
Alright, well, for the mango, the traits cover the woody, leafy, sweet, fruit, and tropical. And I'm sure a lot of you are aware the woody, fruit, and tropical are some of the most common ones that actually come around. So, having lots of mangoes out, you can get through those pretty damn quickly.
Yes, this is definitely the top of the list, and second to that, I would say would be the berries, which are very important for most events. So let's have a look at the berries and what to use. So personally, my favorite that would be the blueberry, which grows super fast. You can always buy the seeds, and honestly, by the time you harvested them and put them in, they are ready to harvest again. So tell us, what does a blueberry cover?
All right, well, the blueberry traits cover the berry, summer, leafy, sweet, and fruit. So the berry and fruit do come in handy with this one.
Definitely. So this would be my number two. Alternatively, if you don't want to use blueberries, strawberries are an option. But personally, I just think you get more out of the blueberries. So the next one that is on our list, number three, would be the vegetable, which we have some tomatoes here. Tell us, why are the tomatoes so important?
So for the tomatoes, they're obviously a very fast-growing crop, very easy to get your hands on, and the traits cover the vegetable, summer, leafy, and fruit if you're in a pinch.
Definitely. And as you can see, sometimes you get the really tall ones, so you get extra crops off of them. And the tomatoes I just find are super useful for vegetables. The alternative to this would be a beanstalk, but beanstalks take up a lot of space and they do take a reasonable time to grow. So definitely tomato is the way to go. The next one, which is one of my least favorite traits that you need, and that is this one, which is the prickly plant. Now, for the prickly plants, I've chosen my personal favorite, which is the glowthorn. Tell us about the glowthorn and why this one has some useful traits.
Alrighty, well, the glowthorn came around in the last event, during the fairy event. Glowthorn traits are the toxic, prickly, and night. So, obviously, covering the main pain, there being the prickly.
Definitely. And personally, I just think this is one of the more beautiful looking plants, and I just really enjoy the feel. They've got this night glow, and it really just has such a nice atmospheric look and feel to the garden. But if you guys didn't manage to get this, or you are a new player, we have an alternative for you, which is the cactus. And tell us a little bit about the cactus here.
Well, the cactus, it only covers the prickly trait and is obviously one of the plants that you can get from the normal shop. So, yeah, pretty much everyone can get hold of one of these.
Okay, so as you can see, guys, they do take up a reasonable amount of space and they're fast growing. The fruit can take a little bit of time sometimes, but honestly, just not really my thing because it takes up a lot of space in the garden and I feel it's quite unnecessary. But it is obviously more regularly available. So the next one we have on the list then would be the flowers. So for the flowers, my personal favorite is the flare daisy. Tell us a little bit about this flare daisy.
All right. Well, the Flare Daisy is another event exclusive. Traits cover only the flower, but it is multi-harvest and really fast-growing.
Yes, so I really like this flower because it's multi harvest, because it's fast growing. I mean, you harvest it, you hand in, and it doesn't take that much time until it's ready to go again. Plus, I do also really like the glow on it, so it's a win win for me. The next option that we have is the Serenity Bush, which is also multi harvest. Tell us why this one is a good plant to have for the flower traits.
Well, the Serenity is obviously one of the ones we got from the Zen event. It covers traits on Zen, flower, and leafy.
Okay, so this one definitely has some variety to it, very useful, and it's very much like the blueberry bush. So it grows quickly, you harvest, you hand in, you come back, and it's almost ready to go again. So definitely a good option if you did manage to get it. However, if you are either a new player or you were unfortunate not to get this and the Flare Daisy, the one that is guaranteed to get is the Orange Tulip. Tell us a little bit about the Orange Tulip.
Well, Orange Tulip, obviously, also traits. The only trait that it does cover is flower. It is a single harvest, and it is obviously one of the items that you can get from the base store. So, if you're in a pinch, it can work, but it's going to be a bit of a grind.
Yes, and one of the things that I really dislike about the orange tulip is you tend to overplant them. There are single harvest, and then you struggle to get the seeds again. So, personally, guys, I do not recommend this if you want to sit in a situation where you've now run out of tulip seeds. But if all else fails, this is definitely an option to go for the flower trait that you would need to hand in. So these are the main traits that you need to get, which is obviously you've got your prickly, you've got um, the vegetables, the flowers, the berries. So honestly, the mango, guys, has been a complete lifesaver when it comes to events because it covers your fruit, your tropical, and your woody all in one. So honestly, the mango is a super fruit.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's now carried us through the last two events in that regards, and I pretty much use this for 90% of my hand-ins. So yeah, make sure to get your hands on a mango seed and put out at least, I would say, what, 5, 10 of them, and you should be good. You can just keep on harvesting and keep on handing in.
Definitely. So, guys, don't forget to
Like and subscribe if you'd like to see more content from Perfect Dark and Angelo D.
yes, guys, and we will definitely be covering more tips and tricks for you. For now, have a perfectly dark day.
All right, guys, addy addy.
All right, okay, thanks. Bye.